Hi, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Yeah, you guys, I did cheat just a little bit, but technically, and I do have an explanation for it, you guys. But if you want to see what those products are, please continue watching. And if you are new today, we are so excited you're here. And we really hope by the end of this video, you consider hitting that subscribe and notification bell to join this awesome family here. Okay, you guys, come check out the few products that made me cheat on my no buy. Okay, so like I said, I did cheat, you guys. Technically, I cheated. Kinda, sort of. I don't even know. I have to talk my way out of this, you guys. But I did get the gift card from Ulta from the kids, if you guys remembered, for Mother's Day. So I I personally did not purchase this. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of cheating. But you guys, when you get a gift card from Ulta, I couldn't just not spend it, So it was burning a hole in my wallet. So I went to Ulta because I did want to get a couple things from The Ordinary, which I did purchase. I'll explain that in another video. But yeah, so I got some stuff from that. So the only makeup that I purchased, well, there's two things, but the one isn't on the no buy. But the one thing that is on the no buy that I did purchase is this palette here. You guys, it just looks so pretty to me. I'm having the hardest time, and I thought I would just, get it. It was on sale, so, but it's the ColorPop, and it's the all amethyst. You guys, I'm just so into plums and purples, like I've said, said on other videos. It's because I couldn't wear them for so long that I'm just so happy that I can. So every time I see a beautiful palette with those shades in it, I get really giddy. So this is the palette here. It comes in this pretty cardboard packaging, no mirror, but it's so beautiful. And these are the shades here. And I did some swatches, and I will show you those here as well. And I will say that these swatched very well. I think, that these colors are really nice. The only thing that is concerning me is that there is no transition shade. I'm super excited, and I did make another purchase. Again, I had a gift card. You guys, and it was on Amazon. And I got a few other things, and I'm going to be doing an Amazon video very soon, you guys. I'm super excited about that. I got like these little eyeshadow primers. And if you guys know the Honest one that I use all the time, I think this is by the same company. This is the packaging here. But here is the cool thing about these. Look at this, you guys. These are eye primers. How cool are these? I see Michaela over on TikTok use these type of things all the time, and I'm like, well, maybe this will make, these shades pop even more, or it could really ruin this look, you guys. But you know me, I'm definitely going to give this a try. So let's get right into it. I'm going to try this shade here. It's in Violet number 3. Isn't that so beautiful? Oh my gosh. So I'm going to try not to use, I think I'm just going to go in very slow, you guys, because this does look a little pigmented. And I am going to use a brush to apply this. And I'm not going to take this all the way up. I'm just going to put it to where, I probably would use some shadow. You could almost wear this on its own, you guys. Yeah, it is super, super pigmented. And I am going to just kind of feather this up. Yeah, this is definitely something that you could work to wear it on its own and put maybe like a shimmer with it. So I am going to remove a little bit. Ooh, I hope this doesn't stain, you guys. This could be a mistake. I don't know, you guys. I might have purple lids for the next few days. I will definitely, oh boy, I will definitely let you guys know in the description box, if this did stain my eyelids. All right, well, let's just get into this and see if it really helps, make these colors pop. Again, this could be a complete disaster, you guys, but you know me, I do not mind that. And, I'm not going anywhere super important today. So let's just try to come up with a really pretty look here. And I think I'm actually going to start with this shade here. It's called Crystal Crazy. And that's that purple shade here. That shade just spoke to me in the store. So I think what I'm going to do, though, is use a very fluffy brush. I don't want a super dense brush. You guys, I'm getting really nervous because look at this. Oh my word. Yeah, that primer. Wow, that really stained my fingers. Oh boy. It does come off if you do start wiping, but oh boy. Okay. So again, I'm going to use a very fluffy brush. I don't want a super dense brush because I already got a lot of pigment going on here. So I'm literally going to do this at first, you guys. Just kind of tap it in here and even tap it off. I can always build up. So I have just very little on this brush. Okay, let's see what happens. I did watch a couple videos on this palette, and yeah, it looked like it was super pigmented. So I'm just going in very light-handed and putting this shade on my outer corner. But it's a very pretty shade, as you can see here. Yeah, that is super gorgeous. You know, maybe if I used a white, you might even be able to see this pop a little bit more. I just really wanted to try that violet primer. Now I'm going to just take a super clean brush and just kind of move that around, feather it up. And then I'm going to take another super fluffy brush and go into this pretty pink shade here. Again, just barely putting any product on that brush, tapping it off. And I'm just going to go above this, just very lightly. And I am holding my brush way at the bottom here for less pressure. And again, just using a very light hand. Now I'm actually going to clean off this brush here, my little color switcher, and just move that up towards the eyebrow. Okay, so this is calling my name right here, and that is a shade Sunbird, and it's a beautiful shimmer shade. So you just put a little bit on my finger, and it looks like, ooh, look at that. It has all those different shifts, and I am going to place that right on the lid. And I will say that that purple is probably making that pop really nice. That is super pretty. And now I'm going to actually take this shade here. It's called a Brilliant, and it's this shade right here. And this one looked like it was more like a iridescent or something. Like, as you can see, it just has like all these cool shifts in that as well. And I'm going to place that right in that inner corner and move it up just a little bit in this crease here. Ooh, that is so pretty. I'm really loving this. Now I'm looking for my brush. And again, I am just going to blend that together here. And then I'm also going to take that pretty shade, that Brilliant, and put it on a really thin little dome brush, just a little bit, and put that up towards the brow bone. I'm actually really liking this, you guys, but again, you know, I'm not afraid of color, but this is an interesting palette. I think, you know, if you didn't use this purple primer, it would not be as loud. So yes, I definitely will be using this in another video, but I'm loving it so far. So I'm going to hurry up and do the other eye, and then we're going to move on with the other products. So this is the eye look. I'm not going to lie. The struggle was really real with this eye here. And I think it's definitely this primer. If I was to use these again, I would probably only put it on the lid just to make, you know, these pop a little bit more. I think trying to move it up, you know, towards the eyebrow, it just was too much for me. So I'm going to try to make this look a little bit more presentable, but this is it. It's a beautiful palette. I'm super glad I got it. But yeah, again, I think this just, you know, made things really, really loud. For someone, you know, that really loves vibrant colors and stuff like this, or stuff like that, these would probably be super fun. And again, I might use them again, you know, but I'm glad I tried it. You know, I've been really, really debating about those for the longest time. So now I know. Okay, so I am going to go in with a little bit of micellar water, and I'm just going to put it in this little cap here, just a little bit. And I think I'm going to try that lining my eye with the shadow method again. And I use this kind of brush here, It's from Rose and Ben, and this is her E26 brush. So it's like a little pencil brush. And what I do is just put a little bit of micellar water, or a lot of people said that you can just use setting spray as well. And I'm just going to place a little bit of that, you know, the Crystal Crazy on the brush, which is basically that shade out here. But I'm going to put that across the whole eye. No, not the whole eye. I'm going to probably just go a little bit about in the halfway and then start working my way towards the outer corner. And I need my 5 times mirror. I'm struggling here to see. One day I will get contacts, you guys. And I'm sure it will make everything so much easier. As you can see how easy it is to do this little wing. With just eyeshadow and micellar water. I mean, look at that. Actually, I can do a better wing when I use this tool here. And I just dip back in my brush just to make it a little bit more bold. And there you have it. Perfect little wing. Okay, you guys, now we're going to get into the complexion, and I did get a new foundation. Again, that is not on the no-buy, and I know a few of you are on the no-buy along with me. How are you guys doing with it? Is it a struggle for you? Is it easier than you thought? Yeah, I'm actually super glad I'm doing it because it is really making me realize what I need and don't need, and I am making a list, and at the end of this 3 months, if I still want it, then I know that it's something that I really need. But yeah, I'm interested to know how you guys are doing on your no-buy. So the foundation I got, you guys, is actually an Ulta brand, and I've been seeing it all over TikTok, and I really wanted to get, you know, try it because I haven't used, I don't think I've ever tried an Ulta brand foundation before, ever. So I've been filming myself, you know, just like the last video. I did a wear test because a few of you did, you know, give me some feedback on that and let me know that you guys did like that. Okay, so the foundation is called Ulta Beauty Complexion Crush, and it says medium coverage. I'm not sure how many shades there are, you guys. I'll put that somewhere here. I believe I paid I think it was regularly $14. I paid $11, I believe. And the thing is, when I went to go look at it, you know, it's divided into undertones, which I think is really, really nice. And I got mine in the shade light to medium neutral. So let's start looking at the video of the first day that I tried this. And of course, you guys, this is always, you know, when I'm getting ready for work. But as you can see, I'm going in with my hydrating mist. I love doing this, you guys. I think it makes such a huge difference. My Maybelline Master Blur Stick. And that just fills in the pores, if you guys don't know. And here's the product itself. So it is, you know, quite thick. I think it applied very nice. It's a pretty decent shade, if you ask me. Blends super easy. And yeah, again, the shade is really nice. But as you can see, it does neutralize all the redness that I have in my face. And it really just, I think, is a beautiful finish. Now, it's a little bit more, I would say, a drier formula than the other CoverGirl Olay one. But yeah, as you can see, I'm super happy with it. I'm using the Incognito Wet n Wild concealer. I've been really loving this, you guys. And let me just fast forward here, and then we'll see how it looks at the end. I want to point out here, it does oxidize, just so you know. And I did set my face with my Kosas powder. I love this powder. I really think this makes a difference with the wear time. And yeah, I'm going to spray everything with the Makeup Revolution Hydrate and Fix, I believe that one is. And yeah, I just set my face all the time, you guys. So this is 7:30 in the morning. Looks absolutely beautiful. I think it is so nice. This is a natural lighting in my car at work. And this is 11:30 at night, 16 hours later, you guys. So I think this is pretty impressive as well. And the reason I'm super excited about this one too, because a lot of people were asking me about the CoverGirl one, if they thought, you know, that would work on oily skin. And I said I wasn't sure. Again, if anyone here has oily skin and has used that, if you can leave that in the comment section below and let others know, you know, if it works for you. But this one I think would, because again, it's a little drier formula. I kind of make it more dewy with the products I use. I think using a hydrating mist sometimes adds a little bit more dew than normal because as you can see my face now, it's a little glowy Here, you guys, I don't know what's going on here. I think I actually got some patches, you know, those under eye patches, and they did not agree with my skin. So let's begin, you guys. I'm just going to start applying it. I'm going to use a different primer today than I used in the video. So again, the first day, no primer. I just wanted to see how it worked. All I used was this and my Maybelline Blur Stick. So let's start out with this. I'm using my, this is LA Girl Hydrating Mist. I just love using this, you guys. I have super dry skin. If you are new here, it's dry with the oily T-zone and mature, of course, with some wrinkles and fine lines, all that fun stuff. And I do have a lot of sunspots from sun damage when I didn't use sunblock in the day. So that's just my skin. And for my primer, you guys, today, I'm going to use my Maybelline 4-in-1. I love this. It's the Perfector. And I got mine in the shade, it looks like 01 Light. And I love using this as a primer. I think when I use this, my foundation stays on super long. It's very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury, the Hollywood Flawless filter or something like that. So you'll see what it looks like. It just adds a lot of glow and luminosity to my skin. So I am just going to apply that. Such a beautiful product. Guys, I have something major going on with my skin. You know, they did up my prescription for my Curology, so my skin could be purging. That's very possible. That does happen sometimes when you do change up your tretinoin and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not looking the best right now, you guys. So I'm a little sad about it right now because, you know, I have all these things going on, but, you know, it will improve. Okay, as you can see, that added just even a little bit of coverage, and it just kind of evened out my skin tone. So this is something you could definitely wear on its own for sure, and I probably will a lot in the summertime. So okay, so let's get into this product here. Again, it's the Ulta Beauty Complexion Crush. So it's in a squeeze tube, and I have moved it around pretty much. I've been using it for the past 2 days, and you do not need a lot of product. Like, that might even be too much. And by the way, this is 1 fluid ounce. I mean, it looks very small, but it is 1 fluid ounce. Okay, so let's get into this, you guys. And again, it is a thicker formula. You guys, I should just learn to just pull my whole hair back every time. All right, let's see if I can get this out of my hair. I don't know, you guys. Nope, it's going to stay there, I think. I'm going to spray my brush like I always do, and I'm going to use my ColourPop Pretty Fresh, and it has hyaluronic acid in it. And I just put a few sprays, and then I push it into the skin only because I'm trying to push it into the brushes, just so it's nice and even through the bristles. Okay, so as you guys can see, you know, in the beginning, I had a lot of things going on over here, and it is concealing it pretty good. It's not going to cover it completely, but I think it does a great job. And I have been putting my foundation just on, you know, on this part of the under eye. And the reason is, you guys, foundation isn't as thick as concealer. So, you know, where you have a lot of wrinkles and stuff and not a lot of discoloration, I'm just finding that it's better. And I was watching a makeup artist on TikTok, and he suggested, you know, for mature women, it might work out better. And I think it really has for me. So as you can see how it's really evened out my complexion. Again, you can still see that whatever's going on there. And I still have this much on the palette. So at this point, I do put a little bit on my sponge. And I've been using this Stands Out sponge, you guys. I totally forgot about this, and it is a good sponge. I don't know why I quit using it. I think, I don't know why. And yeah, it's a very nice sponge. And the thing is, you can use it wet or dry. I prefer to use it dry. Okay, so let me come close so you guys can see what it looks like. And I think it does a great job Again, it covering any kind of flaws. Again, it's not going to cover, cover it completely, but, if you use concealer or something, it may cover it, put that on first, then layer it. To me, it just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't bother me too much. So, but I just think it just neutralizes everything. Very similar to the CoverGirl with the Olay in it. So, again, I think they're very similar. I just think this one's a slightly drier formula, which again could be very good for oily skin. Hey guys, I want to try this bronzing stick that I've had. I don't even know if I've used it here on the channel. I purchased it, oh gosh, a few months back, and it's by LA Girl, and it's their contour stick. It's definitely a bronzing shade if you ask me, and this is in the shade Suede. So I'm actually going to, I've used it, but I don't remember how I like it. So I'm actually going to put it on a brush instead of just putting it on the skin itself. So I can't remember the formula nor the shade. Okay, it does seem to blend really good. I'm a little, I hope the shade is okay. It looks a little bit orange, but not too bad. I'm just going to place this pretty high on the cheekbone, and I'm finding that just really thins out my face. Oh, I think you have to use this more often. And I bring it a little bit on the side of my nose, just to add a little bit of color. Okay, before I put any powders on my face, I better go in and put on my concealer. And again, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Incognito. And I got mine in the shade, it looks like light beige. And this is a pretty good match for me. So I'm just going to put just a little bit on my inner corner, because this is really the only place where I have discoloration. And I put a little bit on my outer corner just to give myself a lift here. I'm just using the corner of the Stands Out sponge here and just moving that up. And that lightness is just going to make that look a little bit more lifted. And then I do like using my finger just to melt the concealer right into the skin. That is such a great drugstore concealer. Me personally, I do enjoy this a little bit more than the NYX that everybody loves. I know, it's a big thing, and, so many people get such a good outcome with it. But for me, I think that this Incognito works so much better. Okay, so while this is drying down, I do like to let, all my cream products just kind of dry down. Let's go into day 2 of using this foundation. Okay, this day 2, using my Maybelline Master Blur Stick, of course. I got my little weave on again, and of course spraying the face with the Hydrating Mist. This day I used the Keys, and that is her illuminating serum. Is absolutely gorgeous. Love that primer. And doing the same routine here, so we will speed through this. Now I'm going to set the face with the Kosas powder again. And again, I'm not shy with that powder because you could use a lot and it still looks absolutely stunning. Okay, this is 6:30 a.m. Looks absolutely beautiful, just like the day before. I love the glow that it gives. And this is 1:30 a.m., you guys, 19 hours later. I totally forgot to film, fell asleep on the couch, shocking, and that's what it looked like. I mean, I've never done a wear test that long. Yeah, you guys, I just keep falling asleep on the couch. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, I woke up. I'm like, I have to film this. So that is what it is, and I don't do any touch-ups throughout the day, just so you know, if you're new here. Okay, so I am going to set the face now, and I am going to start with just my under eyes because I don't use powder. I'm just going to use my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Spray today. I just place a little bit on the back of my hand and just tap it under the eye. And this will lock everything into place, and my under eyes do not crease throughout the day. You can also, place it on a sponge and just lightly tap. You don't want to tap too hard. It can grab the product, and start lifting it. So you just want to be very, very gentle. Okay, I'm going to set everything down now, and I'm going to use 2 different powders. For the T-zone, I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte. I haven't used this forever, you guys. I was looking in my drawer and found it, and this is just in the shade Transparent. So here I am going to put that on with the poof poof in the T-zone. And this is going to be great for the summertime. This stuff is pretty potent. You put it down and it really does lock everything down. But I really only like this in the T-zone, again, because I do have dry skin. So yeah, I do not like to place this everywhere on the skin. Now, unless I'm going to be somewhere where I'm going to be sweating profusely, then I might consider using it. And to set everything else, you guys, I'm going to try my Maybelline Fit Me. This is a loose finishing powder in the shade Light. I got this a while back, and I can't remember if I liked it. Now, it looked a little dark in the pan, but I think it was okay. See how dark that looks? But let's give it a try, you guys. I tapped it out really good. I'm just going to do a very light dusting. See how that looks, because again, I haven't used this in a long time. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I will say that Rimmel really blurred through here. Again, it could have been the Maybelline Blur Stick, but I just think it looks a little bit more smooth now than before. Yeah, that looks really nice. And I still get a little bit of glow using that. So I'm not mad at that powder. I don't know why I stopped using it. Well, I do love that Kosas a lot. Okay, now I got to decide on my blush, you guys. I only brought down two. I brought down my LA Girl, and this is in the shade Just Playful. I don't think that's going to go. And my Believe Beauty, and this is called Born to Blush. And that is bright, but I think I'm going to go with the bright one. I think that does match even more. So it is a beautiful shade. I mean, look at that. This looks like some of the high end that I've been seeing over on Instagram and TikTok. So it's a beautiful shade. So I'm just going to be kind of light-handed because I can't remember if this is super pigmented. And I'm placing that super high on my cheekbone just to lift everything up. Ooh, look how pretty that is. And I'm going to place a little bit in my shadow. I've been doing that all the time, you guys. I think it makes such a difference. So as you can see how everything just kind of goes together now. Oh, I forgot how beautiful this blush is. Okay, I'm getting super hungry, you guys, and I can just feel that my stomach is wanting to growl. So if you hear anything, it's my stomach. It's very upset with me right now. It's like, feed me, lady. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 2 in the afternoon, and I have not ate yet. So yes, I'm very hungry. And for highlighter today, I'm going to use Milani, and this is the Dolce Perla. I love this. It is such a beautiful highlighter. I mean, look at that. It's very, you know, it has almost like a pink undertone. And with this look, I think it will be perfect. So I'm just going to place a little bit. Now you got to be very careful because this stuff can be very bright. Ooh. Look at that. It is so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to set the entire face. And again, I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. And I'm actually just going to place it on the Stands Out sponge and put 4 spritzes there. Tap it in. And just lightly go all around the face. Now, I'm finding with this sponge that this is so much, you know, easier than using the other kind of sponges. This just really, it doesn't absorb a lot of product. You know, that's what makes it so unique. So as you can see, you know, it's distributing all this very evenly. And I find doing it this way, you know, I'm going to use less setting spray, which, you know, is more cost effective. For mascara, I'm going to actually use my Essence Lash Princess. I haven't used this forever. And this one is the Curl and Volume. So I am first going to curl my lashes. This is pretty old. Hopefully it's okay, you guys. It might be expired, but I probably should get another one. I think why I stopped using it, you guys, I think I was having transfer issues. So I will definitely let you know about that in the description box. I tell you what, though, it's a nice mascara. I can see why it was my holy grail for the longest time because, Yeah, that's basically one coat. Okay, for my lip combo, I'm just going to use a lip liner and a lip gloss. And I'm going to use the Flower Beauty one here. And this is in the shade Rose. This is such a pretty shade. And I really think that this should go with this look. Let's hope. And for lip gloss, I'm going to use this one from iMethod. I think I used it one other time. It's called Plump Fill and Lift, and it's in the shade 608. That's the only thing it says on there. But this is the packaging here. It is so pretty. I was super impressed by it, and it doesn't give like a huge tingle, but more of a cooling sensation. Yeah. And it does have some color payoff to it as well, as you can see here. So yeah, there's like a slight pink tint to it. Okay, you guys, so this is it. This is the final look. It turned out way better than I thought. The eye look was really scaring me there for a second. It's super loud, but I think now that, you know, it's a little bit more toned down, and I think I would love that palette a lot better had I not used that primer, but I think I would enjoy the primer, you know, just maybe on the eyelid and use like a normal color primer on, you know, everywhere else. So, all right, you guys, so this is it again. You know what? Let me come a little closer so you can see the complexion, because again, this won't be a wear test, but I will put, you know, some pictures, you know, in natural lighting. And then here as well, I will put a video at the end of the night, how it, you know, turned out. So yeah, you guys, all in all, I'm super happy. I really love that foundation. Again, it's very similar to the one I just tested. You know, it wears for a very long time. I think setting it with powder, like a light dusting, and using a setting spray really does help with that. And we will see, because like I said, I've been using the Kosas powder, and I know that that plays a huge part in the longevity of the product. And so we will see how it does with this. So let me come closer again. I'm so sorry, you guys. Let me come closer so you guys can see how it looks with all the makeup applied. Look at this glow. I love it. And so you can see the forehead and the chin. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, if you please hit that like button, I really appreciate it. And everything that I used here today will be in the description box below. A lot of it is affiliate links, you guys, and I do have some discount codes. You don't have to use any of them, but when you do, I really do appreciate it, because it does help me, my family, this channel, and for me to be able to buy more products for, you know, to review for you guys. I love you so much, and until next time.